Welcome to this Ministry Minute. Today we're going to talk about the day school here at St. Matthew's. I've got Hawaii Waits here with me, who is the director, and Judy Langford, who is the chair of the board of directors of the day school. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Hawaii, I'd like to start with you. Why don't you tell us about your background a little bit and maybe how you got here?
Okay. My background, I started here, as a parent. My daughter started to come to St. Matthew's. What attracted us to the day school was that my daughter, she started to come here. She loves Bible study. She would come at 4 o'clock, in the afternoon, and she would do chapel time with Miss Judy. And one day she came home and said, "Mom, I met a lady." I was like, "Well, what's her name?" She goes, "Her name is Miss Judy." I was like, "Well, what does Miss Judy do?" She goes, "She teaches us about the Bible." I was like, "Oh, wow." I said, "What did you learn?" She started saying she had started to learn a song, and she liked the Bible stories, but Raina's very quiet. So I would ask her to repeat it to me, but she wouldn't at the time. So some time went by, and I said, "You know what? I would love to meet Miss Judy because she's a powerful influence on Raina, just as well as the kids in the day school, especially during chapel time." And prior to that, she was going to another center and didn't offer chapel time, Bible stories, and songs. So for her to come here, and me as a parent, it means a whole lot to us. And we've been here ever since.
When you say you've been here, you've been at the day school, but at St. Matthew's.
Oh, my daughter, been enrolled here at the day school ever
okay.
since.
Okay.
And then myself as a parent, I started to come around, meet the teachers, and started to be more involved with the day school. I would bring treats around holiday times for the staff. And then some time went by. I was like, I would like to work in the afternoons to help the staff out. So that took a big, difference, because I'm working at another center, but then I would come to St. Matthew's to help and volunteer at the same time. And I know recently, like with COVID happening, that my center I was currently at, we did close down. So I decided to say, you know what, let me just work here and help out. And just be a part of the community, a part of the church. We're church, and we come here on Sunday, so we're here as church members also. I do have an older daughter named Raven. She's very involved with the youth. What got her attracted to youth was she was just like, "Mom, this church looks like a castle. Can we go?" And I said, "Sure." So we've been here ever since.
Oh, good. How long have you been the director, or how did that happen?
I've been working in childcare for 16 years as a preschool teacher. In office administration at other childcare centers. However, I didn't think about being a director until, I want to say about a year ago, when I was trying to transition from, should I do pharmacy or should I continue working in childcare? And at that point, I said, I could do this because I've been doing it for so long. And I have the experience in the background. And my kids were basically raised in the childcare center, so I learned a lot. So I just went on ahead and applied, and I got the news one day from Pastor Dave. He was, and he said, "You're the director." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And it was a nice moment because I never expected myself to be, in this position, and I've learned a lot. So everything I learned from my background to now, it all makes sense.
I also would like to note that we are in the new library building for the day school here, and it was partially funded by a grant that the day school got from the Texas Workforce Commission. Judy, would you say something about that grant?
About the grant? Yeah, we've been very fortunate, really blessed that we've been able to, get this grant. It's really designed for day schools to remain open post-COVID, and so it has helped us to do some new things with the school to help us with supporting salaries. And this library is a space that we had volunteers come and help us put this together, and so it'll be a place where kids can come and enjoy books and enjoy other type. We have a vision, maybe it could be music could happen in here and some other special events, but we have really been blessed by that grant.
I do see the cartons behind us that are all labeled with different books and things, and
Right.
meaning it's a children's library
It's a
as well.
children's library, yeah, and it's designed. We also have in the closet over to my right, we have all kinds of teacher resources. So it's also designed as a resource room for the teachers to come, work on their lesson plans. But then if they, have a special unit that they're doing, well, we thought by categorizing the books this way, they could just come in and pick up a crate and, take it to their room and sort through it. So
okay.
that's the reasoning behind why they're categorized this way.
Okay. As the director, what kind of changes or plans do you have for the day school in the coming future?
The changes that we're making is upgrading our classrooms, upgrading our materials, indoor and outdoor. I now have been working on some things recently. We're planning on redoing the playground, having more materials, of course, the classrooms, redecorating, and be more, like upscale.
Mm-hmm.
Planning on bringing the programs back in once everybody is trained and is settled and is running smoothly. Also, my other changes would be have the parents more involved in our curricular activities here, and also reconstruct our door entrance so the parents are going to be able to come in as long as we're all safe and we follow the protocols. Communication with the teachers and our clients also, making sure everything's upgraded. So our goal right now is just to upgrade it to put St. Matthew's back to where it used to be, where we have a numerous amount of kids and a numerous amount of staff, and everybody enjoys working here and loving each other and taking care of the children.
What age kids do we have here?
We start from 6 weeks to about 12 years old.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. That's a big age range.
Yes.
Judy, Hawaii mentioned getting the parents involved, and I know we also have parents on the day school board. Can you say some more about the board and how it works?
Let me talk a little bit about the board. So our day school board is made up of about 10 members. We have church members. I'm currently the chair of that board, and we have 2 parents that are on the board. And so that's really helpful to, have the parents' perspective. It also, parents have some feedback into opportunities that we have for volunteers and whatnot. So we meet once a month. We usually meet on the 4th Thursday of the month, and we serve as a support to Hawaii. And, we review finances. We look at ways that we can help her, ways that we can improve the program. In the past, we've looked at curriculum to help out in that way. We've looked at advertising, and so, but our main goal is to be a support to her and the staff. We try and do teacher appreciation activities for the teachers once a month, so our board members participate in that way. So I've found them to be very helpful and enthusiastic and have a love for the school and for the children.
Sounds like you have a great group then.
We do have a good group.
A little bit on business marketing here. What would you say makes our day school unique? What makes us different than everybody else's? Is there any one thing?
Well, one of the things that we had to compete with just this last year is that our public schools now offer programs for 4-year-olds. And there is some thought that there would be, and I think there are some districts even that are offering for 3-year-olds. And so, what we have to offer that's different is the Christian education piece. And so, that's one of the things. Tiffany comes in and does chapel with the kids. You heard Hawaii talking about that was one of my jobs that I did.
Tiffany is who?
Is our children's director here at St. Matthew's.
Okay.
And so, for me, I think that's a big part. Is our goal and our desire. We want this to be a safe, nurturing place, but we're building young disciples. And so it's real important, even with the babies, singing to them about Jesus. And so I think that's one of the things. We are a very loving neighborhood community, I feel like. I still volunteer here and still come in and help open the school some mornings. And I listen to the teachers in Hawaii as they greet parents. And I think that's very evident. And I think one of our best marketing strategies that we have right now is that we have parents recommending us.
Oh.
And so to me, I mean, we've tried all kinds of things. You know, we've had banners, we've had Facebook, we've had, you know, ads, we've tried everything. But I really think when parents are recommending to their friends and say, this is where my kid goes, I think that's our best. And we've had that happen just recently.
Good.
Yeah.
Hawaii, with your vast experience in different day schools and childhood education, would you like to add anything to what Judy has said? Or
Yes, I mean, when we talk with our parents, it is like a word of mouth. And the parents, they're very, very respectful. They, you know, bring their kids to us every day. And then when they're not here, I call and check, is everything okay? Or is it all right? They're like, oh, we're okay. I'm like, okay. But the parents here are amazing. They do help us out a whole lot.
it seems like y'all do have this connection with the parents that maybe is a valuable part of the day school. That's great. That's great. If somebody at our church wanted to help or become part of the day school activities, what would they have to do?
Well, they could contact Hawaii or they could contact me. You know, we have opportunities both, you know, we have some volunteers that come every week. And, you know, I'm thinking of one in particular that just loves to rock babies. But there are other times that we have, you know, special events. Just recently you had, it was a end of the summer ice cream party, right?
Oh, yes.
And so, you know, when there's special events that happen, those are opportunities. You know, we're here in this library. I have a vision that we'll have parents that will come and read to the kids in this space or help reshelve books when we need to. We have after school kids, so there's sometimes you could come and you could we have a full-size kitchen and you could just come and bake cookies with the children.
Oh,
so
that's right.
you know, there's all kinds of, if you have if you're artistic and you have a desire, if you're musical and you would like to come and sing with the kids, if you like to rock babies, there's just lots of ways that you can volunteer.
I hope you all heard all of that and got it down. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Hawaii, you've been here now for a while, and now you're the director. Would you mind telling us, you've talked a little bit about how the school and the church has affected you. Would you like to say some more before we finish up here?
The church and the school, it affected us in a positive way because this is a different experience for me also. You know, like I have worked in centers and everything's run differently. But working here and coming to church here at the same time, you know, with my family, we feel safe because we know it's our community. We live right here in the area. The schools are right close next to each other. My family knows I'm right here. We just feel safe. This is like where I was led to be at, opposed to being somewhere I wasn't supposed to be.
I understand.
Yes.
I understand. Judy, I know you've been involved with the children here at St. Matthew's, it seems like forever.
Forever.
And I say that in a positive
Yes,
way.
in a positive way, you can say that. Well, you know, two of my own children went here to the day school. And so all three of them would have gone if I could have worked out transportation for Katie. But yeah, so this school has had a very special place in my heart for a lot of years. And for, you know, 9.5 years, I think it was, I was the children's director here. And so that was the highlight of my week, was to come and do chapel with the kids. And so, yes, I've been very involved with the school for a long time.
Great. Thank you very much. It's been great to hear and really encouraging as how well things are going and what y'all do with the kids here at St. Matthew's. So
Thank you.
until our next Ministry Minute, we'll see you then. Bye.